Beauty may be seen as a typical part of a morning routine, but nonprofit Freedom and Fashion uses those materials as tools to empower survivors of domestic violence and other forms of abuse. And since October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, 23ABC's Kristen Vartan joining us live from downtown Bakersfield to tell us how they are helping survivors in Bakersfield. Kristen, over to you.
Yes, Austin, I'm at the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault, where the Executive Director of Freedom and Fashion made a very special delivery to empower those that have survived domestic violence. She says, as a fellow survivor, that this has become her mission.
When I would look in the mirror when I was in that marriage, I didn't recognize myself. So the more that I consciously started to find myself in fashion again, you know, when the external represents what we hold inside, things just start clicking and make sense. And it also communicates to the outside world, and it helps us to send and receive the messages that we want.
For the past 6 years, 32-year-old Laverne Delgado has helped communicate that message as the Executive Director of Freedom and Fashion, an organization that utilizes fashion and beauty to help a woman heal from sexual assault, domestic violence, and human trafficking.
When we utilize fashion and beauty as language, it helps us to catalyze that transformation that may not be available otherwise.
Usually, Delgado and the nonprofit hold personal and professional rehabilitation sessions and annually host fashion shows where the survivors are models and the designers behind the looks. Every year, they help about 500 women. But since the pandemic, Laverne has not been able to hold in-person meetings with survivors. Instead, she's delivering the healing tools to them all across Southern California, Nevada, Arizona, and our very own Bakersfield. She says the organization did deliveries before, but not at this scope.
We're all about meeting the needs: food, water, shelter, clothing. You know, we need to get these women and children out of survival mode, but we take a lot of pride in providing luxury as well, things that they may see as luxury that a lot of us may take for granted.
Lewis Gill, CEO of the Kern County Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault, says that the center serves about 2,300 survivors of domestic violence every year, and they're on track to serve that many again in 2020. But with this year's added stress of COVID-19, Gill still has worries.
That people are not being able to report. I'm concerned that children that normally have teachers and other adults that are able to put their eyes on them aren't able to do so. And so I'm worried that there is a silent group of people being harmed out there.
If you or anyone has experienced domestic violence or abuse of any kind, you can call the Alliance's hotline number, which is 661-327-1091. But the Alliance does say that if you are having an emergency, that 911 is the best number to call. For now, live in downtown Bakersfield, Kristen Vartan, 23ABC News, connecting you.